I'd like to thank every single person here for coming. We put this on short notice, and it is fantastic. The turnout we had a lot of other people said, "Oh, I'm on a family vacation. It's just kind of that time of the year." And to have a full room of people on just a few days' notice to phone a meeting just shows that our political revolution is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And really, without you, it is nothing. We can have candidates, but if the people aren't behind the candidates, we all know, forget it. So you are the most important thing in all these things to get progressive people elected to office in America. It's you. It's going to be it's going to be you and thousands and millions of other people getting involved. And I really, really thank every one of you for all the effort you put in so far. And in 1 year, we have become the strongest progressive political organization in the history of America.
All right.
Imagine what we're going to be in another year. And so, I just wanted, like I said, thank you all for coming out. I'm going to talk about some of the reasons I'm running for office. I was born in 1968 at St. Elizabeth's Hospital in Dayton, Ohio, the son of a Dayton, Ohio policeman. My father later became a minister. That's a whole other story, but I've witnessed, like a lot of you, I've witnessed the economic downfall and stripping of our community by large corporate forces and forces really that have been helped by people in our government and assisted by, we've seen, the thousands of jobs that have left, our communities. There are good things going on, but there are larger structural, systemic problems that we've got to fix by getting progressive people into office and getting them into now. These things have caused divisions of families. But we've seen, all the results of this. The widespread poverty, the explosion of drugs, and the incumbent drug war, bringing with it the largest prison industrial complex in the history of the world. And we're at a breaking point where, like it's been said time and time again, enough is enough. Enough is enough, and that's why I'm running. And I'm also running so every one of you can run, because we need people with experience, the experiences of regular people running for office. If we have leaders who are completely encased in a reality bubble and don't hang around with people who have lived, who have tried to survive for years. I've lived on less than $15 an hour for multiple years at a time, and it is not, it is not luxury, to say the least. And our leaders don't have that. They simply don't have a basic understanding of what working people go through. And so I decided, I'm not going to ask anybody's permission. I'm going to get on the ballot. I'm going to speak, the truth, and look where I am now. A year later, we've got a very healthy organization. Our campaign has burst into the consciousness of the local, national, and state consciousness, political, and the media structure. We're going around, as my good man Jack back here will tell you, we are getting high fives and thumbs up and horn beeps everywhere we go, driving the campaign mobile. And the social media has been fantastic. People have been sharing and just keep on doing what you're doing, and bring friends, because, like I said, in a year, it's just amazing what we've done. And in another year, when we actually know what we're doing, we're going to be the winners. But we do know what we're doing now. When we first started, and a lot of you guys who were here, we were just a ragtag bunch of people who were like, Bernie Sanders is running? Oh, well, I'll go out and give time for a guy like that. And kind of learned as we went along. But now we've got the experience of a national campaign. We know a lot more about what needs to be done in campaigns, and we're only going to get stronger. And that is what happened in Philadelphia. I think the untold story was how the Bernie Sanders delegates completely coalesced as one, showed solidarity for each other, and when we finished the next day after, each one of the statewide delegations had meetings. We decided and that I know Cuyahoga County Progressive Caucus, there's a group in Columbus, Yes We Can, the Miami Valley Progressive Caucus, and I'm not sure what the Cincinnati group is referring to themselves as now, but we're creating a progressive network throughout the state, and we're going to have 4 meetings a year in Columbus, where we'll work on organizing, networking, all the kind of stuff that is involved, and workshops on how to do different things in politics and how to get people elected, and recruiting candidates, and so. Yeah, it was a fantastic week. That was the untold story. The Bernie people just came together and united in a fashion that just made all of our hearts just like, this was just a fantastic week, and went and represented really, really well, I think. And so I thank all of you very, very, very much. It's not going to happen without you. And so we're going to ask you to volunteer tonight. And we've got sign-up sheets for all that, and we'll be explaining more about that. And just thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your support in coming out here this evening. You're really super wonderful people, and I love all of you. I really do.